Hello. I thought I should probably try to just follow on from my last video with just a few other kinds of comments, just to because I get that what I said about taking over the world. I get that that could be quite shocking for some people. Um, and I'd really like to impress upon you what kind of leadership role I imagine myself taking. And it would be something very different to the kinds of leadership that we're seeing these days, which I think, well, you'd struggle really to call it leadership, wouldn't you? Um, and I think it's the kind of leadership that you'd actually probably really quite enjoy. It would be much more freeing, much more liberating, and much more real, like much more in line with how things actually should be, I think. So, for example, I live in Australia, which is the only country in the whole world that does not have a treaty with its Indigenous peoples. And this is something that makes Australia not look very good, not very progressive. I mean, there are a lot of things about Australia that make it, well, that just don't make it look great. But this is one of them, I guess. And there's been a lot of talk of treaty, a real lot of talk for a really long time. Blah, 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 blah. And they're talking about it now, and they're kind of like, ooh, they're getting a bit more serious about the possibility of treaty. And I haven't asked anyone else what they think about this, but me, personally, I see treaty as just more bullshit. So here we are in this country that my white skin, my white Western culture invaded a couple of 100 years ago. And in the very short amount of time that we've been here, we have completely fucked the place. Like you would not believe. We've just dug it up, we've burned it, we've killed loads of people, we've introduced heaps of disease, heaps of invasive species. We've just fucked it. We've totally fucked it, right? It's disgusting what we've done. And so the idea of a treaty, to me, it just seems like total bullshit. Kevin Rudd, a few years ago, he said sorry, didn't he? Real big of him. He was like, oh, sorry. All right, we're just going to carry on now with what we're doing. So they said sorry, and then they just, carried on doing all of this horrible stuff. Just taking away people's rights, desecrating their sacred places, just kind of taking the piss, really. It does. It seems like taking the piss, but in a really extreme way, where you just don't care about anything but yourself. That seems to be what's been going on. And so a treaty that kind of just like makes all of these things more formal and more official, to me, that's bullshit. If we want to say sorry to the Indigenous peoples of this land, I would have thought the best way to do it in an authentic way, where it shows that we actually mean we're sorry, I would have thought the best way to do it would be like, okay, right, we really, really fucked up and we're really sorry. And what we'd like to do to show you how sorry we are is basically just, we'll just cancel everything that we introduced. So we'll dismantle government and all of that. And then this massive continent, we'll just give it back to you, right? It's yours. It's yours. All of the paperwork, all of those signatures, all of that stuff, that doesn't matter anymore. It never really should have mattered because it was built on a lie. And we'll just give you back all of your land. And I guess now you're free to maybe fix it if you can. Do you know how to fix it? Oh, you do? Oh, great. Because we don't. We only know how to fuck it up. So that's really great that you know how to heal the land. And we would be honoured beyond words if you were able to show us, like teach us how to heal the land and how to live in harmony with the earth. But also, we totally understand if you just want us all to leave. Like, if you just want us to leave, we will. We'll go back somewhere else. It'll be pretty crowded where we came from because it's already really crowded over there. But we'll go back and we'll just leave you to it. But if by any chance you're actually way more, just way better than us in terms of how you see the world and how you see humanity, if your way of seeing is more mature, then it would be so great if you could, just kind of teach us, because we're kind of a bit stupid, really arrogant, like super fucking arrogant, and we realise that now, and because it's obvious, we don't know what we're doing, do we? We don't know what we're doing, because when we take over the world as white people and we take over this earth, what we do is we dig it up and we like burn it, and it makes everything really hot, and then it sets fire to the land and it kills everything. So we get it now. We get that we don't really know what we're doing, and we're really sorry that we stole it. We fucked it completely, and now, it'd be totally awesome if you could show us how to fix it. That seems to me like a better way of saying sorry and of showing that we actually mean it, rather than just some dude in a suit saying sorry and then just carrying on like nothing actually happened and not really changing anything. In fact, everything just getting worse and worse and worse. So I think the fact that Australia doesn't have a treaty, I think it's fine. I think it's an opportunity for us to just sack off the whole thing, because, because it's just more bullshit, isn't it? It's just piling more and more bullshit on top of the lie. This massive lie that we've built Western civilization on. And I see that as being a more authentic way of dealing with our situation. And that's the kind of thing that I'd be going for if I was to take over. It would be much more about just kind of handing back the power and control to the people who actually know what to do, rather than this really, really creepy system that we've got at the moment, where the most stupid, the most incapable, the most arrogant, selfish, psychopathic people are in charge of how society functions. Yeah. So I don't know if you find that reassuring, or if that scares you even more. But I just wanted to try to clarify what kind of thing I'd be going for, and it'd be more just like getting rid of all of the bullshit, all of the lies, pretty much everything that Western civilization stands for, and just, I guess, acknowledging that we really fucked up and that now we need to go the other way, which is the way that a lot of the world's indigenous cultures have been going until the Western mindset invaded and colonized and caused genocide. Yeah, like a genuine apology and a genuine like, we really fucked up. We're ready to change. We're open to just undoing absolutely everything that we stand for, because, just doesn't work, does it? Just doesn't work at all. All right, well, I hope that helps. I know it's a very strange thing, that what I'm suggesting, but I just can't really think of anything else at all, because I've tried all of these things to create change in the world, like within this paradigm. I've tried loads of stuff. I've worked my arse off trying to make this world slightly nicer or slightly better or slightly more sustainable, and nothing really seems to work when you carry on within the same paradigm. It's like you really need to step out of it and be like, okay, we're going to go for something totally different. And that's what it is. It's that, I just am thinking, fuck it, absolutely fuck it all. I'm just going to take over the whole world. And I'm going to do it in a way that I think you might like. All right. I'll see you.